sorry. Sorry.
Don't accelerate. Don't take that. Can I take control? Release your pedals. Start next to the vehicle in the road, the reverse back and finish within 2. Do you want me to, can I say my,
Oh, sorry.
can I say my bit
Oh,
first?
sorry, yeah.
Thanks. Hiya guys, welcome back to Clearview Driving. My name is Amin and today I have a mock test with Mahwish.
Hi
First
guys.
mock test.
Yeah.
What did we do last lesson? Was it the big roundabout?
No, we were just doing the meeting point.
Oh, but we did, yeah, meeting points was off camera. But we had big roundabouts before that. Yeah. So today is full mock test. Like a mini mock, but we're going to go all the way through. Because there's a lot of traffic today, so it won't be like the 40 minutes. But it is a mock test. The whole point of this is to get you used to driving on your own without relying on me for anything. If you go the wrong way, you go the wrong way.
What happens if you actually go the wrong way?
You go the wrong way safely.
No, but like...
The examiner will redirect you.
Do they
when
get angry?
It's safe. No, of course they don't.
Because I probably go in the wrong direction.
No, they wouldn't get angry.
Okay.
They might be a little bit like, oh god, my route's going to be longer or whatever, but they can't show anger or frustration or anything of the sort because it doesn't matter, because as long as you're driving safely, that's what counts. Okay? Alright, for anyone that is new to watching these videos, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Mahwish is always reading and I think she's been loving the feedback you guys are giving her.
Have.
So thank you so much for all your kind words, because I know you guys go out of the way to write poems for her. Because you guys know she's definitely reading. But we're going to get started. Any questions before we start?
No.
Alright, so a quick question about your vehicle, Mahwish.
Oh.
Could you tell me, how would you check that your head restraint is correctly adjusted? I know they don't move in this car, but how would you generally check and how should they be adjusted?
That's a good question. It has to be comfortable, no?
Okay. How do you make sure it's...
Oh, with the mirror, I'm guessing.
Okay.
I'm guessing.
Maybe level with your head?
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. Alright, so when you're ready, we're going to start the engine.
It's really hot now.
It is really hot now. Well, when you get a chance, just close the window and I'll put the AC on. And then, yeah, you know where the AC is, right?
No.
It says AC. Thank
There
you.
you go.
Perfect. So I'll give you directions as normal. I'll tell you whenever I need you to turn, one manoeuvre, maybe the emergency stop. Let's turn right, please. If you could pull in and park up on the left before the next parked car, get fairly close but leave enough space to move away. Don't worry about the driveway, it's just kind of up to that little tree. That's great there, thank you. With this last stop, Mahwish got 2 minor faults there. The first one was for parking too wide. So initially she did go into the space nicely, but she didn't keep the wheels straight by the end. She was still steering towards the right, which is why the car moved back into the road. The second thing was, I haven't even said we're going to move off. She was quick to move away, which is fine, But in all of this, she forgot to check over towards her right blind spot. So make sure to secure your car once you've parked up, wait for the instruction and then go again.
We're turning right at the end.
Approaching the end of this road, Mahwish does really well to check her mirrors towards the left and move her position in line with the white car in front. Now, as we're moving off on a gradient, you've got to make sure you trust your feet. As soon as you want to move off from this position, you need to be accelerating and lifting up the clutch. It is more of a simultaneous movement, and Mahwish does this really well. If you're someone who struggles with hill starts like this, you can start to lift the clutch up whilst you're holding the brake, but you don't want to bring the clutch up too high. You want it just below the biting point, and as soon as you're there and you want to move off, move your foot to the accelerator and keep lifting the clutch until you reach the biting point. Now at this point you can see there is a crossing in front of us. You want to try and keep this section clear, but as this junction was fairly busy, we had to move forward at some point. Even when at this position, keep watching both sides of the crossing, and this is where the windscreen pillars can act as a blind spot, so make sure to move your head left and right of the windscreen pillars to make sure that there are no pedestrians hidden behind the pillars. Now this junction was fairly busy, so we had to wait for a gap from the right hand side, and Mahwish does this really well without hesitating. Just ahead of us there's a motorbike in the middle of the road who's waiting to make a turn. Now Mahwish decides to stop for him, which is fine, but you want to make sure you check your interior mirror before you make a stop like this, in case the vehicle behind is following too closely, as they're not going to be expecting you to make this stop.
Okay, there's going to be a roundabout coming up and we're taking the third exit right on that roundabout. Although this is a traffic light controlled roundabout, you still want to indicate right to make it clear to others which way you're going. At this point, Mahwish has turned off her right indicator and the lane does go right, so this didn't get marked down as a fault. Now we're going round the roundabout and ahead of us is the second exit. Mahwish now starts checking her mirrors towards the left and even signalling left. She needed to follow this white line to go all the way left towards the island, but she's in the overtaking lane. Now exiting from this lane is completely fine as long as there are two lanes on the exit, and on this occasion there are two lanes. Where a lot of learners go wrong is they start to panic when they're in this position and they're thinking, oh my god, I'm in the overtaking lane, and they try and move back as soon as possible. You do not want to do that. You want to simply make progress in this lane and get up to the speed of the road and move back when it's safe. Now Mahwish, as you can see, is being really confident being in this lane. She's even overtaking the vehicle that's slower in the left-hand lane. And as she's getting to the end of the slip road, she's checking towards the right and simply moves in when it's safe. She is leaning forward to open up that blind spot, and before you know it, we're back into the left-hand lane. Once on the dual carriageway, Mahwish starts checking her mirrors towards the right, thinking that we're going to make a right turn, as this is what we've done previously. Because of this, she starts to now position too close to the centre line and gets marked down for her position normal driving. Be sure to drive in the centre of your lane, not closer to either side. And just because you've gone a certain way one time doesn't mean that you're always going to do the same route.
At the roundabout, turn left.
Before making this left turn, you want to make sure you're checking your interior and left mirror. Mahwish does not check the left-hand side mirror, but she is checking what's behind. Now you want to make sure you're making this check before you're signalling or turning. She doesn't do it before either, and she simply turns left. The slow-moving traffic is due to an incident that happened on the right-hand side in the distance, but we don't know this yet. So as we're going forward, we have a bus that's on a bus stop, but they have hazard lights on. Now we did have to get around the bus, but you want to be mindful of oncoming traffic as the bus is blocking our path. We want to be giving priority. Now the vehicle in front of us moved through and Mahwish sort of followed through with them. The car in front on the opposite side did slow down, but they were already approaching quite cautiously due to the incident on the right hand side. With this sort of situation, just take care. You don't want to be rushing through. You want to make sure you're always giving way to oncoming traffic if you're going onto their side of the road.
Turn right.
At this point, the oncoming bus was approaching slowly due to the incident and gave way to traffic on this side, so we were able to take this gap safely.
Wow, that car took down that whole post. Yeah. Hope everyone's alright. If you can park up on the left before the white car, don't worry about the drives, just in that space will be fine. That's great there. That's great there, thank you, Mahwish. Right, what I'd like you to do using the vehicle ahead is demonstrate the parallel park exercise. Start next to the vehicle in the road, the reverse back and finish within 2. Do you want me to, can I say my,
oh sorry,
can I say my bit first?
Sorry, yeah.
Thanks.
Sorry.
Go on, park.
No, sorry, I just lost what I was doing.
Alright, go next to the car, reverse back and finish within 2 car lengths. Don't go on the driveway.
Okay.
Okay.
What did I just do?
I think the reason that Mahwish is forgetting her blind spots is because every time we park up, she's very eager to just get driving and do the next thing. You want to make sure you secure the car and then think about what it is you're going to be doing and then go through the steps. So here with this reversing exercise, Mahwish starts her checks from the left-hand side but completely forgets her right blind spot. Now she does get a serious fault for this. Halfway through the manoeuvre, she does look across towards the right, but by that point the car has already swung in the road, and had a vehicle been approaching, we would already be in their path. So these blind spot checks are vital. Make sure to check them before you start reversing.
Thank you. Drive off when you're ready.
What did I do?
At this point, Mahwish gets marked down serious for moving off safety generally, as this has now become a habitual fault because the last 3 move-offs she's done, she has not been checking. On this occasion, she started moving slightly and then realised she hadn't checked.
Turn right from here.
There are parked vehicles really close to the junction at the end of this road. You want to make sure you make some effort to try and move back towards the left so that you're not in the centre of the road. We didn't have a lot of space here, but you still want to make some effort if you can.
And just park up on the left here, just after this van. Okay, so shortly I'm going to get you to carry out the emergency stop. This is Mahwish's first emergency stop, by the way. So as you're driving down this road, when it's nice and safe, I'm going to give you this signal. Stop! I want you to stop the car as quickly and as safely as possible. But wait for my signal before stopping the car. I will make sure it's clear. So if I don't give you that signal, just drive normally.
Okay.
Drive up when you're ready. I'm not going to get you to do it over here, it's a bit too busy, okay? So remember, we're still doing the emergency stop. Drive normally and wait for my signal. Stop! Emergency. Let's do it one more time. Hey!
Oh, sorry. I saw the video. Oh, sorry. Sorry.
Okay, we're gonna do it one more time. Stop! Stop!
Yeah. That was better than the first one.
Yeah, I'll give you that. Alright, drive
That
on.
was better than the first one.
Considering this was your first attempt, we'll leave it at that, yeah? Okay, turn left. Roundabout, turn right third exit please.
As we approach this roundabout, Mahwish does go over the giveaway line as she's looking toward the right. She gets a serious fault for this as we're now in the roundabout. The vehicles that are approaching in that first lane are having to swerve us and go over the white line that you can see ahead. You want to make sure you always stop behind the giveaway line. This could have easily been a dangerous fault had a vehicle already been approaching.
Don't take that. Can I take control? Release your pedals. Okay, back to you.
Now this roundabout was fairly busy, so we had to wait for the right gap to enter. As we've entered this roundabout, Mahwish needed to follow the white line on the left-hand side. She does drift away from it briefly, but then manages to come back in. The good thing is she is checking her mirrors. Now she does get a serious fault with control gears at this point.
Don't accelerate. Come into the left lane. You okay? Back to normal, okay?
As we were leaving the roundabout, the steering wheel was still turned towards the right and we're leaning towards the left to exit, so she's pushing the gear lever slightly towards the left without realising. You want to be really light-handed with the gear lever if you're going to change gears at that point. If not, simply wait until the car's a bit more straight to make it easier.
That's great there, thank you. Secure the car. Switch off the engine. Is it secure?
Yeah.
Aha. Listen out for that. Alright, if you give me a few minutes. I'm impressed.
To be honest, can I say,
Yeah.
it wasn't that bad.
Like I said, I'm impressed.
Yeah, it's just, I made a silly
I feel like
mistake.
you were waiting for me to say something bad.
Yeah, I was.
I said I'm impressed. What does that mean?
And I passed?
No, you
No, I
didn't
didn't pass. I don't want to hear that then. I don't want to hear that then. But it wasn't bad.
It really wasn't bad. It
Yeah.
was really, really good. Honestly, your drive was really nice. Let's talk about the bits we could have improved on. That first half, for the first sort of 10-15 minutes, I didn't have much going on. I don't even think there was any faults.
Yeah.
When we came off the roundabout, made the left turn, and we went down that road, when we did the parallel park, that's when more of the faults started occurring.
Yeah.
That parallel park, was it?
To be honest, yeah.
Yeah.
I know it was bad.
Okay.
I know it was bad. It was just, there was too much space, and that's the only issue I'm having.
Why is it too much?
That's the only issue I'm having.
Okay, how were you sitting when you were trying to watch the space?
I don't know.
Were you sitting across like this to kind of see
no.
the space?
No.
Or were you just sitting in your seat going, oh, why does it not get close?
Yeah.
You need to lean across. With that manoeuvre, my main concern firstly was your observation. You were not looking around before you started reversing.
Uh-huh.
During the reverse, you did check, but it was just like, oh, it just wasn't, it could have been a lot neater, a lot tighter. That whole space, the parking could have been a lot nicer. But you did manage to get out the road, you changed direction, went forward, but always check around you when you change direction. That emergency stop. What did you need to do?
Be faster.
Brake more.
Oh.
Look at the brake. Look how quickly it's going down.
Yeah.
How are you braking?
Slow.
Tea would be spilt. Agreed?
Yeah. Not with mine.
You didn't spill the tea.
Not on mine, yeah.
There was a bit of movement, but the tea, yeah, was basically still level.
Yeah.
Sorry. After the emergency stop, do not just try and drive off. You should secure the car in the middle of the road.
Okay.
First gear, drive, look, and then drive, sorry. That roundabout that we did the second time round, we could have definitely had a better approach.
When I was doing it, I thought I was too forward.
You were.
Yeah.
When you got there initially, you were.
But I think that's why I was a bit hesitant to go in.
That's
That's
why I
too
said quickly, let me reverse, because I saw that truck coming.
Yeah. You know when I signalled over there,
Yeah.
on this roundabout,
Yeah.
was it wrong?
No.
Because why didn't anyone else signal?
Maybe they weren't turning.
No, the ones that were turning to the...
I know, but the person in front of us, he got into that lane, but he went straight.
Yeah.
I was watching him.
No, wait.
I know which roundabout
yeah.
you're on about. I know which one. Because I saw you put your signal on, then you turned it off, and then you were asking me, whispering, but I didn't reply.
Yeah. So I wasn't wrong there.
You were not wrong. If you feel like your signal is going to be helpful to someone, put it on. Just because others are not doing it doesn't mean you're wrong for putting on a signal there.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Okay.
Trust your own gut instinct there.
Okay.
But for a first mock test, I'm impressed. I'm happy with it. I'll put all the faults down in the video if I haven't spoken about them already, but I feel like I've talked them through more or less.
Yeah. I did the roundabouts quite nicely. the
You
first
did.
one.
That last bit where you kind of went into first gear, that's the only thing that really threw you off.
Yeah.
But what happened was, we're coming out of the roundabout, so you're kind of going around this way and changing gears. So naturally, what are you doing with your hand with the bend?
Moving it.
Pushing it.
Pushing it.
So you're trying to go third. Can you push for third?
No.
What gear is that way?
First.
Yeah, that's where you ended up.
Yeah.
So when you try and change gears coming off the roundabout, firstly, be lighter with it. Secondly, wait until you're a bit straighter if you don't want to have that issue where you're kind of pushing it naturally with the bend. Do you know what I mean? Because of the curve on the exit, kind of went pushing.
And my speed was good on
Yeah.
the slip road.
Your speed was
You have to
really
say
good.
that.
No, I was impressed. Like I said, I was sitting there smiling, trying not to smile, because I was really happy with your progress. You showed up the other guy in the grey car. He was like cruising along.
Yeah, the one in front of me, right?
You overtook him.
Oh, did I?
Yeah.
Oh, I should know that. But...
No, like, overtaking is fine. Even when we got on the carriageway, you wanted to overtake the car in front.
Yeah. I forgot what I had to say.
But no, for a first mock test, that's not a bad drive
Out of 10.
at all. I'm going to be biased now,
No.
because I'm thinking like an 8.5. But that's because of the challenging roads I took you on there were lots of really good bits. And I know you still made the mistakes, but in comparison to the kind of drive that we had, that's really not bad.
There was a lot
drive.
of traffic.
There was a lot of traffic, but you were always checking mirrors. You were always aware of what's happening around you, junction observation, all of that was nice. Yes, you overshot the roundabout. Yes, the gear. Yes, the emergency stop. But to be fair, you had never done it before, and we talked about this before we started. So, yeah.
What was the answer to the question, by the way?
What was the question again? The head restraint?
Yeah.
Oh, you make sure that the head restraint is just level with your head, so the top of your head. But the middle rigid part should be level with the eyes or top of your ears. Had you just said, yeah, it needs to be level with my head, I would have been satisfied. You just
What did I say?
You said, oh, it needs to be comfortable, which is kind of part of it, so I knew you'd read that somewhere.
Yeah, I did this morning.
But yeah, it generally needs to be level with your head, so if you're tall, you can't have it low down, because then it doesn't do anything.
Okay.
I think that's everything.
Yeah.
That's it, guys. We've done everything. I'm happy with that. Let's go have a dessert or some sort of treat. Yeah. That's it from us today, guys. Thank you. I think the online motivation is helping you.
Yes.
So thank you, guys.
I promise it
That's
is.
all thanks to you.
Just go, guys.
Bye bye.